Hi, I'm Dan from Primary Source. The global pandemic has definitely changed the way we all work and live. Between working from home, tending to the emotional needs of loved ones, volunteering to serve our communities, and mastering the fine art of the Zoom conference call, we at Primary Source are continuing with our work of globalizing classrooms, making learning more inclusive, and promoting civic learning opportunities in schools. We've been adapting our work to meet the demands of this unprecedented moment. I'd like to share a bit about what I've been working on at home. I'm really proud of our podcast series, What Teachers Need to Know, Africa Edition, and our webinar series, Politics and Cultures of the Middle East Today. Our most recent podcast episode focuses on protest music in Africa, and our upcoming webinar installment looks at youth cultures throughout the Middle East. We continue to collaborate with our partners to bring you this work. We've worked with the African Studies Center at Boston University for our podcast and featured scholars from BU, Brandeis University, and Mount Holyoke, and teachers from across New England in this series. For our webinar series, we featured scholars from Boston College, the University of Central Florida, and Brandeis University. While we're at home, these digital offerings bring you Primary Source's approach to teaching and learning while we're all dealing with this pandemic. Believe it or not, I've been doing more than just working on podcasts and webinars while at home. One thing I've been doing to keep connected to the world and to remind me of some of my favorite places is to brew Turkish coffee. For those of you who may be unfamiliar with Turkish coffee, here's my brief rundown. Unlike American style coffee, Turkish is unfiltered and traditionally brewed over an open flame in a pot called an ibrik. Turkish coffee is also really fragrant and full of spices. When I brew it, I tend to add either rose water or instead orange blossom water. I also add a little cardamom pod for some extra aroma and spice. My favorite coffee blend is Bin Al Amid coffee, which is from a roaster in Amman, Jordan. For a handsome presentation, it can be served in a more ornate ibrik, such as this one. So while you're at home, perhaps you could enjoy your own cup of Turkish coffee. Sahten.